Good morning, student. Uh, in previous class, we already started the chapter polynomial. In this polynomial, we completed that 3.5 and some remaining sums are there. We have to complete. Okay, up to question number 4. I think up to question number 4 we already completed, and today we have to complete the remaining part of 3.5. Okay, now come to the next, that is 3.5. The next question, which is the question number C, question number 5. The question number 5 is divide the first polynomial by the second polynomial and find the remainder using remainder theorem. We already discussed about the remainder theorem. Means if any polynomial is divided by the other polynomial, then you can find out the remainder of that polynomial by using remainder theorem. Okay, here in question number 5, two questions are there. One question is, the first question is x square minus 7x plus 9 divided by x plus 1. Then you have to find out the remainder of the division. And second question is 2x cube minus 2x square plus ax minus a divided by x minus a. Then you have to find out the remainder by remainder theorem. And third question is there, 54m cube plus 18m square minus 27m plus 5 divided by m minus 3. Okay, these three questions are there. In these three questions you have to find out the remainder after the division by using remainder theorem, not by direct division. You have to find out the remainder only using by remainder theorem. Now how to use the remainder theorem here? See, the question number 1, we already know that the first question is, that is x square minus 7x plus 9 and divided by x plus 1. See, we can say that p of x is equal to x square minus 7x plus 9. Now next, how to solve this or how to find out the remainder. See here, the solution is there. P of x is equal to x square minus 7x plus 9. This is a first polynomial which is taken in the form of p of x, and the divisor is given x plus 1. Okay, now here divisor is already given to you, that is x plus 1. See here, x plus 1 is divisor, means here x plus 1 is a divisor. X plus 1 means when you take x is equal to minus 1, means plus 1, when there is a plus 1 you have to take a minus 1. Okay, by using the remainder theorem, the remainder is, you have to find out p of minus 1. Okay, then p of x is equal to x square minus 7x. See here, x square minus 7x plus 9. Okay, then find out p of minus 1. Now what is p of minus 1? See here, p of minus 1 is equal to, substitute the value of x is equal to minus 1 in the given polynomial. Then you get minus 1 square minus 7 into minus 1 plus 9. Okay, then minus 1 square is 1. Okay, plus minus minus plus 7 and plus 9. So what we get, 7 plus 1 8, 8 plus 9 17. The remainder is 17. In this way you can find out the remainder of given polynomial. Now come to the second question. The second question is there. See there, the second question is question number 2. In question number 2, we already know the question number 2, that is question number 2 is p of x is equal to 2x cube minus 2x square plus ax minus a. This is the given polynomial. See here, this is your given polynomial. and you have to divide this polynomial by x minus a. Now here the constant number is minus a, means when we find out the remainder by using remainder theorem, you have to take a value of x is equal to plus a. Okay, means opposite to minus a, it is plus a, means you have to take the value x is equal to a and substitute in the given polynomial. By remainder theorem, remainder is p of a. Here remainder is p of a. So remainder you have to find out p of x is equal to 2x cube minus 2x square plus ax minus a, it is a given polynomial. And now substitute x is equal to a in the given polynomial. See, p of a is equal to 2 into a cube minus 2a square plus a square minus a. Okay, so remainder is 2a cube minus 2a square plus a square means minus a square. Okay, minus a, this is your remainder, right? In this way you can find out the remainder of given polynomial. Now come to third question. In question number 5, the third question is here. Question number third, see the question number third there. P of m is equal to 54 m cube plus 18 m square minus 27 m plus 5. Okay, the divisor is m minus 3. Here minus 3 means the opposite to minus 3 is plus 3. So you have to take m is equal to plus 3. By the remainder theorem, the remainder is p of 3. Okay, so find out the remainder. P of m is equal to, see here, p of m, here it is p of m, p of m is equal to, see here, p of m is equal to 54 m square plus 18 m square m cube plus 18 m square minus 27 m plus 5. Now substitute the value of m. The value of m is equal to 3. The value of m is equal to 3. Substitute this value. P of 3 is equal to 54 into 3 cube plus 18 into 3 square minus 27 into 3 plus 5. So here is equal to 54 into 3 cube is 27 plus 18 into 3 square is 9 minus 81. See here, 54 into 27 plus 18 into 9 minus 81 plus 5. Okay, so 54 into 27, it is 1458. It is 1458 and 18 into 9 is 162 and minus 81 plus 5. So when we calculate this, you get the remainder 1544. 1544. Okay, in this way you can find out the remainder of a given polynomial by using the remainder theorem. Now come to the next. Next is, see here, question number 6. We completed question number 5. In question number 5 there are 3 questions. Now come to the question number 6. If the polynomial y cube minus 5y square plus 7y plus m is divided by y plus 2 and the remainder is 50, then find the value of m. Here remainder is already given to you and you have to find out the value of m. Okay, now how to find out? See here, p of y is equal to y cube minus 5y square plus 7y plus m. It is given and divisor is y plus 2. Means when we want to find out the remainder, then you have to take the constant opposite to the constant number given in the divisor, that is take y is equal to minus 2. By the remainder theorem you have to find out p of minus 2 and it is given that 50. Remainder is given is 50. Okay, now remainder is given there, it is 50. So remainder p of minus 2 is equal to 50. So p of y is equal to y cube minus 5y plus 7y plus m. Now substitute the value. P of minus 2 is equal to p of minus 2 is equal to minus 2 cube minus 5 into minus 2 square plus 7 into minus 2 plus m. Okay, so here now see 50 is equal to minus 2 cube minus 8 minus 5 into minus 2 square plus 4 minus 7 into minus 2 minus 14 plus 7 into minus 2 minus 14 plus m. Okay, now next come to the next is here. See 50 is equal to minus 8 minus 5 into 4 minus 14 plus m. Therefore 50 is equal to minus 8, 5 4s are 20, minus 14 plus 4. Now here see minus 14 minus 8, right, 22 and 20, it is 42, minus 42 plus m. You have to find out m, means transfer that minus 42 to left hand side. So m is equal to 50 plus 42, m is equal to 90. This is your final answer. This is the remainder. Okay, see here, this is the remainder. M is equal to value of m, the value of m is 92. If remainder is 50, then value of m is 92, right? You get it now? Now come to the next question. The next question is question number 7. The question number 7, use factor theorem to determine whether x plus 3 is a factor of x square plus 2x minus 3 or not. Now here how to use this the remainder theorem. Okay, use factor theorem to find out whether the given divisor is a factor of given polynomial or not. See, when you find out the remainder by remainder theorem, if the remainder is 0, then the divisor is factor of the given polynomial, and if the remainder is not 0, then the divisor is not a polynomial of given polynomial. The divisor is not a factor of given polynomial, right? So first you have to find out the remainder. If you get the remainder 0, then that divisor is a factor of given polynomial, otherwise it is not a factor of given polynomial. Okay, means if you get remainder 0, the divisor is a factor of a polynomial, given polynomial or dividend. And if you not get the remainder 0, then the divisor is not a factor of the dividend, right? So first you have to find out the remainder. Okay, now see here, the given polynomial is, that is p of x. P of x is equal to x square plus 2x minus 3. Now divisor is x plus 3. Divisor is x plus 3. So you have to find out the remainder. So to find out the remainder, you have to take x is equal to minus 3, and by remainder theorem, p of minus 3 you have to find out. Okay, if p of the minus 3 is 0, then x plus 3 is a factor of x square plus 2x minus 3. And if the p of minus 3 is not 0, then x plus 3 is not a factor of x square plus 2x minus 3. Okay, first you go to find out the p of minus 3. Okay, so p of x is x square plus 2x minus 3. Then p of minus 3, find out p of minus 3. See, p of minus 3 is equal to minus 3 square plus 2 into minus 3 minus 3. So it is 9 minus 6 minus 3. So p of minus 3 is equal to 0. Plus 9 minus 9 is 0. So if remainder is 0, then the given divisor is a factor of given dividend. Means by factor theorem you can say that x plus 3 is a factor of x square plus 2x minus 3. If here not 0, you get not 0, then it is not factor, but you get the 0 remainder. Then we can say that by the factor theorem, x plus 3 is a factor of x square plus 2x minus 3. Right? Now you get it? Okay, clear it? Okay. Now come to the question number 8. Now in question number 8, see, if x minus 2 is a factor of x cube minus m square plus 10x minus 20, then find the value of m. Okay, See here, x minus 2 is a factor of x cube minus m square plus 10x minus 20. It means when you find out the remainder of x square minus m square plus 10x minus 20 dividing by x minus 2, you get 0 because it is a factor. When the given divisor is a factor of given dividend, then the remainder is 0. You already know that. So by using this concept, you can find out the value of m. Okay. Now p of x is given, x cube minus m square plus 10x minus 20x minus 2 is a factor of x is a factor of, see here, x minus 2 is a factor of given polynomial. Then by factor theorem, right, what is the factor theorem? You have to find out the remainder of p of 2, remainder of p of 2, because divisor is x minus 2. So p of 2 is equal to 0, it is given. Therefore p of x, x cube minus m square plus 10x minus 20, substitute the value of m in value of x in given polynomial. Here it is, the given polynomial is there, so you have to substitute the value. Here p of 2 you have to find out, so substitute the value of x. So value of x is 2, so 2 cube minus m into 2 square plus 10 into 2 minus 20. Now p of 2 is already given, that is 0, means it is factor of the given dividend, means the remainder is 0. So 0 is equal to 8 minus 4m plus 20 minus 20. Plus 20 minus 20 0, means 0 is equal to 8 minus 4m. You have to find out m, so take 4 to left hand side. 4m is equal to 8, so m is equal to 8 by 2. It means 8 by 4 means it is 2. So m, the value of m is here 2. Okay. So in this way you can find out the value of m, right? So by using a remainder theorem, that is a factor theorem also you can say that. Okay. Now come to next. Question number 8 is here. Now question number 9. Here also by using factor theorem, in the following example, determine whether q of x is a factor of p of x or not. So here 3 questions are there, but only I will solve one question or two question and we go to the next question. You have to solve the other questions. Okay. By using factor theorem, in the following example, determine whether q of x is a factor of p of x or not. The question number 7 we already solved. The same thing is there. First you have to find out the factor. If factor is 0, then it is a first you have to find out the remainder. If remainder is 0, then it is a factor of given polynomial. Otherwise it is not a factor of given polynomial. Okay, question number 1. See, p of x is given, x cube minus x square minus x minus 1, and divisor is x minus 1. Okay, so take x is equal to plus 1 and find the remainder. Means you have to find out p of 1. So p of 1, here you have to find out the p of 1 there, right? P of 1. Now what is p of 1 here? See, p of 1 is equal to 1 cube minus 1 square minus 1 minus 1. So 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1. So here see, 1 cube is 1, minus 1 square is 1, minus 1 minus 1. Here p of 1 is equal to minus 2, sorry, here minus 3, plus 1 minus 1 cancel, minus 2 is there. So minus 2 is not equal to 0, minus 2 is not equal to 0. So therefore by factor theorem, x minus 1 is not a factor of x cube minus x square minus x minus 1. Means remainder is not 0 here. If remainder is not 0, it means the given divisor is not a factor of given polynomial, right? You get it now. Now come to the next question. Here next question also given there, so you solve the next question. The second question, that is the polynomial is given p of x is equal to 2x square x cube minus x minus 45 and divisor is x minus 3. Means you have to find out the remainder by taking x is equal to 3. Find the remainder p of 3. Now what is the p of 3? See here, you have to find out the p of 3. So substitute the value of x is equal to 3 in the given polynomial, you get the remainder. See, p of 3 is equal to 2 into 3 cube minus 3 square minus 45. Means 2 into 3 cube is 27 minus 3 square is 9 and minus 45. Now 27 2s are 54 minus 9 minus 45. Now 45 plus minus 45 minus 9 minus 54, right? And plus 54 minus 54 0, means you get the remainder 0. Then what we say, by the factor theorem, x minus 3 is a factor of 2x cube minus x square minus 45, right? In this way you can say that x minus 3 is a factor of 2x cube minus x square minus 45, right? Now come to the next one is question number 10. If x raised to 31 plus 31 is divided by x plus 1, then find the remainder. You have to find out the remainder. So how to find out the remainder? See, first here divisor is x plus 1, means you have to find out p of minus 1, right? It means you have to take x is equal to minus 1. By remainder theorem, see what is remainder of here, remainder of p of minus 1. See, p of x is equal to, p of x is x raised to 31 plus 31. So p of minus 1 is equal to minus 1 raised to 31 plus 31. Now minus 1 raised to 31 is always minus 1. Okay, see, minus 1 raised to 1 is minus 1, minus 1 raised to 2 is plus 1, minus 1 raised to 3 is minus 1. Means the power is odd number, then you get the minus 1 answer. Okay, plus 31 is equal to 30. 31 minus 1, it is 30. Remainder is all here 30. Okay, this is your answer. The remainder is 30. Right, you get it now. So in this way you can find out the remainder. Right. Now see here. Now student, see, we already completed question number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Now remaining sums are there. 11 sums is there, then 12 sums is there, 13 sums is there. Okay, so total 13 sums are there. We already completed the 10 sum, and the remaining 11, 12, 13, these sums are there. You have to solve these sums as a assignment, and this is the assignment for internal assessment. Okay, so yesterday in geometry also I given the assignment. You have to make that assignment on Fullscape and keep the assignment with you. Whenever your subject teacher asks to submit that as assignment, you have to submit. This assignment is apart from the daily assignment. Today's assignment is separate for internal assessment. Okay, so for this assignment is for algebra internal assessment, and yesterday I given that assignment, that is the assignment for internal assessment for geometry. Okay, so this assignment is also you have to prepare on Fullscape and keep with you. When your subject teacher asks to submit or asks to show the assignment, you have to show the assignment. Okay, according to that assignment they will assess internally. Okay, so I will give the questions in this video, or in today's video one assignment I sent to you, all 9th ABC. You have to prepare that assignment. You have to solve the assignment on Fullscape paper and keep the Fullscape paper ready whenever the subject teacher asks to you to submit or to send the assignment. You have to send that. Okay, so we will stop here now. You have to prepare these all questions, practice all questions, because the oral exams are also on the same chapter, and in semester also 1 2 3 chapters are there. So this chapter is very big and important chapter for the semester also, so you have to prepare whole chapter. Okay, the only one exercise is remain there, that is 3.6 is there. Okay, 3.5 and 3.2 exercise are there. We have to complete that two exercise within a week, within 2 to 3 videos, and you have to prepare the all 3 chapters for the semester. Okay, I think semester is in next month, that is in first week also. So you have to prepare all 3 chapters in algebra and 4 chapters in geometry. Okay, thank you once again. Thank you.